Air Signs, Prince of the Air to the Air, the Ric Flair of the Air, man. We in the building. We're gonna go over the first half of the Royal Rumble, man. You saw it. Let's relive it together. Let's get right into it, bro. This is gonna be a long one. It's gonna be a two-parter, so we're not gonna lollygag around. Saudi Arabia, right out the gate. I don't got nothing wrong. I'm not hating on Saudi Arabia. The only thing about Saudi Arabia for me is the corporate side of it. I was in New Orleans when they announced. I was at the event. It was I think it was SmackDown. I was at the event when they announced that New Orleans was gonna be the next WrestleMania place. And New Orleans is one of the best WrestleMania places, bro. They come here often. I done been already in New Orleans. And The Rock was there. They playing Wayne music, a millie. People getting hot, hype. Then a few months later, or a month later, or a few weeks later, I don't even remember, they announced, you know what? Actually, it's not going to be in New Orleans. Fooled us. It's going to be either in Vegas, either the Vegas one got switched, or the Saudi Arabian one after that. Either way, they played us for the money. Why else? So, WWE, man, the corporate side of WWE is what's messing it up. Charlotte in the building. They doing the intros. I'm excited to see the people come in the building because at this point, I'm a returning fan. I've been going back and forth. I have no clue about no storyline. The only storyline I know a little bit about is the AJ storyline. Judgment Day in the building. We got my baby mama Perez in the building. Roxanne, you feel me? That's my girl. Nia Jax, Last Legend. Last Legend on fleek. People still say that on fleek. Nia Jax showing a whole lot of cleavage for Saudi Arabia right there, girl. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know if you allowed. When did Rhea Ripley become a good guy? You know, I don't have nothing against it. You know, I just didn't see it happen. I wonder if it makes sense. Did it make sense? She all hugged up with EO and they're the tag champs. Shout out to them. I mean, that's a very talented team, so you can't really get mad at it. Can't get too bad. Not the main event, because the Rumble, the Rumble is the Rumble. But it's important to me. Drew in the building. Now, I was shocked to see this. Drew McIntyre is the champ? Dang, okay. This would actually give me a little hope for wrestling. Because he actually a big, full, tough dude. It makes sense that a guy like this will win a belt every once in a while. Hey, look at this building. This building look glitched out. That's how they really make buildings in Saudi Arabia, bruh. You know what I'm saying? They on the next level. Drew McIntyre, I'm glad he got the belt, man, because he a big, tough, believable champ. And I actually like that. Sami Zayn. Oh, he fighting Zayn, and Sami Zayn is a typical underdog. Sami Zayn make up for his lack of size with his talent. We all know this, so I can't really hate. He would look funny. He is the type of guy that looks funny as the big champ. But the skills and the talent put him over, and people like the guy. So we ain't too mad at that. Triple H. Now the thing about Triple H is a lot of people think the downfall of the WWE is Triple H ego. And I did notice that Triple H put himself in a lot of things. And we get it. In some ways it do make sense because people love Triple H. For the longest, Triple H was my most favorite wrestler. Before DX, I was a fan of him. And then DX put it over. So then he was got with Stephanie, you know what I'm saying? Triple H the man. We all know Triple H the man, but dang, he kinda ruined his social currency with me because I'm smelling a rat now with Triple H. I ain't even gonna lie with you. A rat is a rat, even if you're a big swole legendary rat. A rat is a rat. You're gonna keep it moving. This dude, bro. If you like this dude, We gonna draw a line in the sand. I might not have no fans, bro. This might be the corniest dude of all time, son. I don't understand y'all liking this dude, man. I'm so disappointed in anybody. I'm talking to you. If you cheer this yeet shit, bruh, you have really lowered your standards. This is the most corny shit of all time. You had to be like ADD. You gotta be the ADD type fan to be cheering this. That you just cheer for whatever they put in your face. Come on, dog. You ain't gotta do that. You ain't gotta do that. Just cause they do it, don't mean you gotta do it back, bruh. If it's corny, it's corny. Look at this shit. And he fighting against Fatu. Perfect example. Look at these two gentlemen. First of all, which one is more believable as a real life human being? I know my screenshot a little off, but who is more believable, bro? Of course it's Fatu. Who is more threatening? Of course it's Fatu, but who got the belt? Who look like a cornball with the belt? Bro, I'm not scared of this dude. I'm scared this dude gonna call the police on me. That's the only reason I'm scared of him. This dude he can't even see out them glasses. You know what I'm saying? So I guess something else happening with the young OG. You know what I'm saying? Young OG cool. Young OG look like my cousin, bro. He probably like a lot of people cousin. Young OG, he just skinny, my nigga. That's all. He's skinny. That's all. You know, other than that, he dope. He just skinny. Or maybe he not even skinny no more. Last I saw the kid, the boy was skinny. Boy, look like no OG. He look young, but I don't know about the OG part. And then Cody, okay. You know, I love Cody Rhodes. I think Cody just make the best of whatever situation he in. Whatever they give him to do, he do his best at it, you know. So I like that about Cody. Bullet Club for life. Come on, man. Here come Triple H. Inserting himself into the picture. That's what I'm saying. He walking around. Now, how this shit make sense? Triple H walking around. This walking around Arabian temple looking at phantasms of wrestling past. His old ass. You couldn't think of something else? Come on, bro. You couldn't put a sexy lady or something out there and let her talk about wrestling? Bruh, but no, Triple H got the credibility because he's a legend. You know, he's credible. Bruh, okay. We get it. He credible, bruh. But it doesn't got to be the same credible dude over and over and over and over and over and over. We get it, dog. We get it. We get it, man. We get it. Triple H, you the man, dog. We bow to you, my nigga. We bow. Can you just get out of my fucking face, please? Please, bro. Let me go on single screen for this for a little second, dog. Oh shit, I ain't even on the right screen. Triple H. We get it, dog. We get it. You the man. You are the man. You are indeed the man, Triple H. Okay? You the man. You the best. You the GOAT. We get it, dog. We truly get it. From the bottom of our heart, we understand this, Triple H. So please, get out of my face, nigga. I'm tired of looking at you and hearing your voice in every single thing. That's another reason why I started watching wrestling. I love Triple H. That's like Jay-Z being in the Epstein files. I never thought I had to go against Jay-Z and Triple H. Damn. But they acting the ass these days. You know what I'm saying? Wade Barrett, Michael Cole. What we doing, man? What I was talking about is I checked the notes. What the hell I got to say about Wade Barrett and Michael Cole? They in the building, man. You know, it's typical situation, typical operation. I'm coming in fresh and new. I ain't even know they was going to do a women's Royal Rumble, man. I'm like, hold up, women's Royal Rumble? This what we signed up for? I didn't know I signed up for this. Okay, let's see. You know, open mind. Wrestling in Las Vegas, I think this the one we might have got snubbed for. Then I remember, oh yeah. First I'm like, dang, Charlotte Flair looking kind of eccentric. You know what I'm saying? But then I realized, oh yeah, bro, they gotta wear the Saudi Arabian costumes. You know, they gotta look like Tekken characters today. So, you know, It's time to Tekken fight. The costumes do be dope though. That's one thing where it be a little bit of off putting at first, and you be like, wow, and but then after a while, you get used to it because the design of the costumes are actually fire. Every single one of them. It's like you want to hate because there's less skin, but you gotta the fashionista in you gotta be like, dang, that is dope though. Like this, like Bliss, you know what I'm saying? It is cool. Maybe the women don't have to be half naked all the time, but it is a plus. It is an ESPN plus. Um, so they starting off the match. Turns out apparently they was in the tag team before. If you were old head, you've been watching every single episode of this, you already know. I didn't know, but they told me, and I get it, and they showed it. So they do this weird thing. This was very bizarre. She pretend to throw her out. Charlotte Flair pretends to throw Bliss out, then just don't do it. Then Bliss gonna do the same thing. Act like she about to do her devastating maneuver and then don't do it. Then Flair do a fake figure four. Nah, I see I could have got you, but no. Then they hug and await the opponents. I'm like, huh? At first, when they first did it, when they first did the first one, I was trying to figure out how they was gonna do the teammate thing. I thought they was gonna kind of play it like throughout the match. It was gonna be a lot of few close calls, and then one was gonna sneakily throw the other out. But for them to start off in this weird way, what is the rational reason of this? Like, if you are enemies, think about it. If you are secretly enemies, like, bro, I'm gonna turn on her today. Why don't you just throw her out? You know what I'm saying? Throw her out right there. If you are friends, why the f you doing that? Why would you do this to your actual friend? So, I ain't trying to overthink it because clearly this is the ladies Royal Rumble and they ain't put too much thought into it. But it's just it don't even make sense. It make a little sense. It makes sense in the dumbest way possible, the most simplest, dumbest way, cartoonish way possible. It makes sense. Kiana James, I don't have much of her on these slides, but she was impressive in a lot of ways. Ivy now, it might be one of my favorites of the girls. And this match was just, pretty typical. Pretty typical Royal Rumble stuff, for better and for worse. Nia Jax coming in dominating as she should. She the big girl. The big people supposed to dominate in the Rumble. Makes sense. This girl coming with the kicks, with the karate kicks. You know how anytime somebody in WWE got actual, you could have you could have a brown belt in Brazilian Jiu Jitsu or something. WWE gonna have you coming out there in a full gi, acting like you was the master, and half your moves gonna be Brazilian Jiu Jitsu moves. So this girl got some type of actual martial arts, you know, ability. She know how to do these kicks probably correctly. So they gonna just make her come and just do this crazy, unbelievable kick to everybody. This soft ass kick from this girl with this small ass leg. Bruh. She spin 3 times in the air before she even kick you for no reason. And I know there's wrestling, but come on, bro. It look weird. That's the thing. It could be wrestling, but it can't look too weird like that. It don't look like it hurt at all. So she cleared the ring, and then they gonna follow the procedure. Every new person who come to the ring just magically clear the ring. You charged up. I know the logic might be like they fresh. It makes sense every once in a while for one dude to come in and like, yeah, I done beat everybody. But they do this for every single new person. Not every single, but almost every single person pretty much. They gonna let you just get this automatic offense. You just dominate as soon as you come in the ring. And they do have some cakes in Saudi Arabia, They try to sexualize it a little bit for the Arabians. The girls got the tights, tight, as tight as it can be. So, you know. Oh yeah, so she accidentally knocks you they do all that faking throwing each other out to just do a regular accidental knockout, a genuinely accidental knockout. What? You see what I'm saying? The fake thing would have been, cause the fake thing could have been interesting. I was like, okay, that might actually be interesting if they do the fake thing throughout the whole match, though. You know, and if they like, you close, let me get help you win. Do you know? But nah, they couldn't even do that right. So she devastated. She crying. You know. So this is a legit accident. She ain't do no wink wink. She ain't do no. You know what I'm saying? So we proceed. What my girl, Ruga, Callie Ruga, Soul Ruka come in, bro. It's my first time being introduced to Soul Ruka. I might have seen her before. She's some high flying action, I like Soul Ruka. Then my baby mama came in there, started, classing up the place. Typical, but just typical Rumble stuff, man. Not so much to write home about. Maxine Dupree came gunning in like a superhero. She cleared the ring out. You know what I'm saying? See how everybody just cleared out, and then Perez got up and grabbed her by the hair. Lash Legends out here giving out double choke slams. Lash Legend got about 4 moves, and then she could double them sometimes. So she got 8 moves. She could do the regular choke slam, then she could do the double choke slam. You know what I'm saying? She could body slam one person, and she could body slam 2 people. You know what I'm saying? So that's 4 moves. She got a lot of moves. Don't know why y'all hating. I really wanted to like Lash Legends. I can't even lie, cause the name is fire. The name is fire. I support Lash Legend, but the moves ain't fire. So what can I say? The moves just not fire. The fakest of the night is about to happen. Oh yeah, your girl gonna run in here. I don't know their names yet. Y'all don't beat me up. She run in here. Watch this. This is what everyone hates about wrestling right now. I don't care if you the biggest wrestling stan of all time. You gotta hate this. Why they even do this? They must do this for Twitter or for Instagram, and they don't show the lead up. They just show the jump. So watch how these girls conveniently pile up. This supposed to be a genuine fight happening. They already suspect as hell. What is happening in this fight? But in the freeze frame of it, it's kind of believable. Okay, y'all girls still right there doing that. Look how they conveniently, one of them looking at her. Well, most of them, they all looking at her. And she's saying, come closer. Like, you know, what is this? Y'all supposed to be fighting each other. What are y'all doing? Now the other girls it's kind of making it look realistic. Like, who is this halfway flipped over the ropes? That's realistic. The Bellas actually, oh yeah, that's what I missed. The Bellas coming in. Did I miss the Bellas coming in? The Bellas got a big pop. People love the Bellas for some reason. But yeah, I missed the Bellas coming in. But Bella making it look real. I can't even front. That's looking like some real fighting. I don't know, your girl hanging on the bottom of the ropes. Sometimes that's okay. Kind of in a real fight, in a real Royal Rumble, you might actually do that. Lay low a little bit. Catch your breath. But why these girls is conveniently convalescing. They coming together into the perfect net of human flesh for her to jump on. Wow. She done beat everybody. She that good. You know what I'm saying? But then Right after that, the next fakest moment happened. I ain't had time to breathe yet. These supposed to be athletes fighting each other. Remember that. These athletes supposed to be, you know, using their reflexes and stuff to fight each other. You don't ever forget that's what I think people forget what it's supposed to be. I think people get so caught up in the wrestling show that they forget the basics of wrestling. They forget that, oh yeah, these people supposed to be fighting each other. That's what we supposed to be watching, y'all. I hope y'all know that. If you didn't know, it's not a dance. So after this, the Bellas, some kind of way, get this young lady in this scenario, this fishy situation. Then she kicks out. She gets herself out, stumbles around, gets put in again. That's not the same picture. No, she got out of it, stumbled, got caught in it again somehow. Bro, how you get caught in this weird ass situation twice within like the same 20 seconds? You know what I'm saying? But that's not enough. That's bad, but that's not that bad. Maybe Bella just an expert. She an expert at getting people caught in that. Why her sister come, Bailey try to help. Now Bailey get caught in it. Okay, WWE, I see what you're doing. You're doing some Power Rangers, X-Men type stuff. But that's the thing about it, bro. Even the Power Rangers don't do no dumb shit like this. Even the X-Men don't do no dumb shit like this. Even in movies, they don't do no dumb shit like this. So why is you doing dumb shit like this in the thing you supposed to try to make us think this a real fight? You know what I'm saying? Not even in fake fights, they don't do this. So, okay, conveniently, they supposed to flip out at the same time. Of course they don't. She way out the ring. She ain't even out there yet. It's a big delay. It kind of worked. I mean, we get what they was trying to do. We get the art of it. Maybe if it would have happened smoother, maybe it wouldn't have looked so weird. Maybe if she wouldn't have had to do it twice, and then but still, bruh, it's doing too much, bruh. You gotta do all that, then don't do it. If you gotta do all that, then don't do it, nigga. Simple as that, bro. We doing basics. But then out of nowhere, it's a what you call that? Let me look at that move. I know I wrote it down. A soul snatcher out of nowhere, bro. Dang. That saved it right there. That saved them horrible moments. I ain't even know about the soul snatcher. So y'all already knew about this move. So it really caught me off guard. I think Last Legends had kicked somebody out, and then Soul Snatcher out of nowhere, perfectly executed. This was all perfect. See, we gotta give credit when it's due. This was done expertly. See how bad this Bella thing was done, and then look how good this was done. Camera angle perfect, cause I didn't see it coming. I'm like, what the hell is happening? This girl done jumped, flipped in the air, didn't hit her legs on the rope. Cause that's why you don't see it coming. You thinking if somebody do this, wouldn't they hit their legs on the rope? There's not enough space. But nope. Somehow the way they know how to do this right. And bow. Excellent. I can't hate on that at all. Then both Bellas get thrown out the same dumbass way. Look at this. So they throw somebody out in a completely Power Ranger way, and then they about to Jackie Chan adventure themselves out of there. Your sister already getting flipped out of the ring. So what you gonna do to help? Run and get your ass flipped out too. The twins ready to do everything together. They do everything together. Okay. Last Legends in the building. Rhea, shout out to Rhea. This is a Rumble match. What can we do with Rhea in that Rumble match? Is she not a part of the main story or whatever having to do with this belt? I'm not looking for Rhea to do too much in this. So whatever we see from her, I appreciate. Salute to Rhea. I ain't holding this match against her. Clearly, this is not what she's supposed to be here for. Because that's the funny thing about the make it sense. If this shit made sense, of course, Rhea, she's one of the strongest. She would probably win this thing, but I'm not faulting them for making it interesting, making it to where the obvious person don't win every time. So I'm not gonna harp on it. Rhea gets put out. Everybody else gets put out in some type of way, and these are our final three. WWE can't. Well, I took some bad screencasts of this. Oh, maybe that. I think the camera wasn't great neither on this one. So you know how WWE overdo it. She did the Soul Snatcher once. It was great. It was beautiful. It was very impressive to me. I was shocked. So they gotta do it again. Damn. This time in a very unbelievable way. In a very not as impressive way. The camera barely caught it. Look how low they are. I tried to catch it in my screenshots. She got both of them. Again, these are athletes. How y'all getting yourself in these situations? We know it's wrestling, but still. Still. Then they do an okay segment. Liv wins. This match was entertaining enough to not be mad at it. Now we on to the big deal. We on to what we here for a little bit. We on to what this video is about. A lot of it. Gunther, AJ. Again, I don't gotta harp on it. It don't make sense. The stipulation don't make sense. Saudi Arabia, what's going on with y'all, bro? Look like y'all got a lot of empty seats. Am I tripping? Did y'all notice that? What is the deal? I thought the whole point of going to Saudi Arabia was that it's lit, that everybody love wrestling out there. Maybe it's just a few elite millionaires and stuff out there that like wrestling, and it ain't enough to fill the thing. Because look, y'all got Royal Rumble, bro. Y'all could have that in New Orleans. We would have filled it up. But then they show these like close-up views, and it looked packed. The thing is, this match is a good match. People here for it. It was it was a good enough match. I was impressed, but we ain't gonna jump ahead. 81. Match start off very textbook. Very textbook. If you seen a WWE match, this was a normal good one. Man go to the table. Pow, he hurt. Oh, my back. Back and forward action. The people hate Gunther. These girls, we watching proper wrestling now. These girls set the tone to let you know we really here for wrestling now. They got their Cody shirts. The ladies' rumble was cool, but we here. You know what I'm saying? This is wrestling. You know what I'm saying? AJ, man, see what I'm saying? This is wrestling. We go from that, this is wrestling, to AJ getting flipped in the air very high. This is what we come to see, man. We come to see this exact thing. Yeah, you want to see why people want to watch wrestling? We want to see men fall from high heights at weird angles that you would never see normally. I mean, come on. When you gonna see this? If you wasn't watching WWE wrestling, when you ever gonna see a man do this to another man? Flip a man up in the air, then let him fall, and he don't fall on his head because he know how to fall. And he go, oh, my back, this was really hurt, not my head. Even though, if he didn't fall right, that he would be dead. That's what's interesting about it. He do actually have to fall correctly, or he could actually die from this position. But it's just a normal day in wrestling world, and that's why it's fun. Normal day in wrestling world. So we put him in a submission, back and forward maneuver, AJ Styles. Look at this, another beautiful. Look how this man just floats in the air, Pow. What a maneuver. The only thing about this match is, though, as my man is in a precarious position, The only thing about this match is you thinking, no way could AJ lose this. If somehow, I'm thinking at this point, I'm like, if he do lose, I'm gonna be shocked for the wrong reasons. And if he win, it was just gonna feel like it was obvious. Little did we know. So boom. It's gonna be a lot of false counts kicking out, and you know how they do with these matches. They try to build the tension. Now this would come back to play. So he worked the sleeper on him. AJ is agile, gets him out of the ring, jumps on him. Back and forward action. This was interesting. A little top rope action. A little reversal. So he reversed the reversal. Powerbomb, then he reversed that reversal. Then that reversal gets reversed to this reversal. You see what I'm saying? Boom. Now I'm going to hit you with the move. I could dig it. It look good live speed. So, people getting what they paid for. And if nothing else, that's the thing why you couldn't be mad at this match. Because at the end of the day, the match itself was going to work out. It's just the ending, the ending going to be some funny business. But the match itself is going to work. AJ doing what they pay him for. Why they love him. Ooh, that's athletic, That's dope, bro. AJ Styles, bro. That's what we like. Simple. This is what he do. But look how, just look at the physicality of it. You gotta do this live. You can't mess this up. Even though we know this is what he, this is one of his signature abilities. Still, look at you. Imagine you in that position in life. You know what I'm saying? You come back around, you about to get a head full of knee. Pow, it work out because you're a professional. Then you put him in your move, and can you win? Look at this. Dang, you know what I'm saying? Again, this is why we watch wrestling. We want to see men in precarious situations survive. So he hit the move. Back and forward. 1, 2. Kick out. Just by an inch. Could have been it. AJ calls for it. He going for his big jumping punch maneuver. Now, that's the thing. Even when I watch wrestling religiously, I ain't know the names of all these damn moves. But nope, he gets caught in a sleeper. Powerbomb sleeper. He actually lost. What? What? What are we doing? They actually did the dumb thing. So AJ is done. The Saudi Arabians are upset. They get it. What? This is what they wanted. This is the reactions that they wanted from the people. They got it, but was it worth it? You see what I'm saying? Look at my man's right here, man. This man probably gonna be in the thumbnail. That's how I was feeling, just like this man. I feel like this man get it. He get both ankles of it. He get how it was dumb and don't make no sense. And it's sad that it's AJ last one. I think this man, I could see it in his eyes. He fully understand the whole stupidness of this scenario. This dude, like, whoa. Wow. You know what I'm saying? He don't even want to hear. He don't even want to hear reality no more. His brain is, you know what I'm saying? This guy definitely understands. You know what I'm saying? So, Saudi Arabia was confused. This the proper reaction. It's confusion. Gunther, he excited. Some more kids. Look at the Black Arabian, man. Black Arabian, like I knew this. I done came down here and spent my money. I knew this was gonna happen. Then the other guy got the bird gang jacket on, man. That jacket cold. You know what I'm saying? I would like that jacket. AJ. So people start cheering him. You know, this might be the last time you see him in the ring. He do this weird thing of taking off his gloves and being like, "Oh, should I? Should I? Could I? Would I?" Then he put the gloves back on. What you mean? What's the choice? You already made this dumb decision. There ain't no choice. You can't wrestle again because you lost fair and square. If you wrestle again, it's gonna look stupid. So what is even the decision, bruh? You shouldn't have did this anyway. So that's it for AJ Styles, man. That's it for AJ Styles, man. AJ going out crying and defeated. And that's where I had to stop it for this part. We're gonna do this in two parts. I'm gonna cover the next matches in a separate part, bro. I know I said that twice. I was trying to think about what matches we have to come because I'm doing this I want to do my live reaction. I think the Rumble is next. We gonna see. Hopefully the men's Rumble is next. I don't think they have no other thing on the card, but we'll see, bro. Air signs, air to air. Had to think about my name for a second. Air to air, Prince of the Air, Ric Flair to air. We out, bro. I got a lot more to do. We got a lot more coming for you. Like, comment, subscribe.